Hello traders, welcome to the MyForexFunds YouTube channel. MyForexFunds is a prop firm which is looking for successful traders. It assists traders and it helps them grow so that we can grow together. Today in this video, we will be hosting one of our funded trader Mayen to talk about his trading journey and his experiences as a funded trader with us. Hello Mayen, good evening, how are you?
Good evening to you. I'm okay, fine. I'm okay, thanks.
Thank you very much for accepting to be our guest.
Actually, it's my pleasure to be with you at this moment on this on the Successful Traders page of MyForexFund.
Thank you. Today we will be talking about your trading journey and your experiences with us as a funded trader. But first, we would like to know you a bit. So can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay, by names of Mayen. I'm a South Sudanese, but basing in Uganda as per now, of which this where I've been now for a while, of actually a couple of years. Yeah.
So what are your hobbies? What do you do in your free time apart from trading?
Okay, what I do in my free time is actually my hobbies. I like reading. I like reading, I like watching, and also touring, visiting new areas or new places.
Perfect, perfect. So now let's talk a bit about your trading journey. How and when did it start?
Oh, yeah, actually, my trading journey just, it's not as long, or it's not, my trading journey began in the COVID era. That was in 2020.
Yeah.
During the lockdown, when actually the whole world was on lockdown. Because I was into other businesses, but of course, when the lockdown came, everything was shut down by the government. Actually, in my country, the country I'm in now, and because of that, I had to look for other alternative of survival. This is where I met a friend that actually introduced me to Forex, and actually, I gained interest because I saw it at least it's another source of income that could help me through that time. And this was actually April of 2020. This is when this friend introduced me to Forex. And he started teaching me actually. It's by names of Gabriel. He started teaching me. And actually I got to learn about the trading. The first 2 months were not really easy, of which I came to master trading actually, because I gave it all of my effort. I could watch YouTube videos. I could make my own other research. I could actually go an extra mile to make research and learn by myself. So actually in June, this is when I perfectly started trading, but of course, not really winning. Of course, I would fund my account and I blow it, but of course, not giving up.
Yeah.
So I actually mastered trading actually in June. That is when, but of course, I didn't see profits. I started seeing profits actually. That was in January of 2021. Yeah.
It seems that you put too much effort to learn how to trade.
Yeah.
And also you said that you started to trade during the pandemic. So have you ever interested in trading before the lockdown, or did you start to be interested in trading during the lockdown?
Actually, before the lockdown, I didn't know trading because actually here in Africa, it's not a culture. It's not common.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, people here, more especially this side of East Africa, don't use not to believe so much in online stuff. They knew that it's a scam. So it couldn't be easy. And for me, I didn't know it actually. If that friend didn't introduce me by that time, at least for now, it's popular. Because during 2020, up to now, people have resumed into online businesses and they have started marketing their businesses online. But by then, I actually didn't know it and I didn't know anything about trading.
Yeah, I see. So what about now? Do you have a full-time job right now, or is trading your full-time job?
Pardon?
You said that before the lockdown, you had a different job. What about now? Do you have a full-time job right now, or is trading your full-time job?
Actually, trading, I'm trying to make it my full-time job now, but it's not yet my full-time job.
I see. So how many hours do you trade in a day?
Actually, I I trade actually because when it comes to my trading,
Mm-hmm.
I always look for setups, more special, and I do enter in the London section, in the London session,
I see.
and I hold until New York session. That is actually, and I always exit during the New York session. Actually, lately, like at around 10
Yeah.
p.m. East African time. So I'm an intraday trader.
Yeah. Uh,
But I do most of holding. I hold in case I get a setup, I can hold it until that time.
Yeah, I see.
Sometimes in case it goes against me, that's when I leave it for the other day. Yeah, but of
So,
course I always look for opportunities in these two sessions. Because actually Asia, I don't do trade Asia session, but I trade the London session and the New York session. Yeah.
Okay. So you said that you were introduced to Forex by your friend, but what about MyForexFunds? Were you introduced by your friend again? How did you know about MyForexFunds?
Oh, actually my Forex fund, it's because of lack of capital, more especially here in Uganda. This is when I made an extra research. And of course, fine, we have a group of which actually I got to know about my Forex fund in a certain group I was in, that they introduced me to it, and I made more research about it. This is when I came to know about it.
Yeah, I see. You said that in your country, online jobs can be considered as scam. But what about prop firms? Were you hesitant about the prop firms at the beginning?
Actually, online jobs, actually, before in my country, people had not resumed so much into online because they were doing their own thing. They didn't know of this COVID, but COVID came and hit once, of which everyone was on a lockdown, no movement and anything. And the only way, of course, of survival was online by then, of which actually a bigger percentage resumed to online businesses. Yeah. And of course, I think this is at least not only me, but at least a group of people came to know about trading by then.
Yeah. Of course, COVID has changed many things in our lives.
Before
that, some online businesses are not considered as like the real jobs, but right now everything, as you said, is turning online.
Yeah, sure.
So could you tell us a bit about your experience in trading with us?
Actually, my experience trading with you, it has really been good, of which I'm not complaining at all. Because with you, everything is automated.
Yeah.
That is the good part of it. That, of course, as you follow the rules, as long as you follow the rules, you cannot get any issue with the Forex fund. This is what I've seen.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, our rules are clear and explained very well on our website. So as long as you read all the rules, I agree with you. You may have maybe some little issue, some system glitch or something else, but we will be fixing it very quickly if it is from our side. And so you know that we offer 3 different programs here in MyForexFunds, which are evaluation, rapid, and accelerated. So can you tell us which one is your favorite?
My favorite is evaluation.
Evaluation. But I
Yeah.
also realized that you have some accelerated accounts, right?
Yeah, actually, I went into accelerated account, but of course, later on, I came to, by then, actually, I'd just come to my Forex fund. So I was trying all ways, of which, of course, by then I bought accelerated account because I wanted quick money.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
direct funded account. Yeah.
yeah. But later on, of course, I came to see that, of course, evaluation, I came to learn about evaluation and I tried it out and I, of course, got to know that I can really afford and manage it.
Evaluation program offers bigger profit share. So the bigger slice of the cake will be yours. Accelerated is also good, but when it comes to profit share, evaluation can be more advantageous for you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so can you tell us what instruments you prefer to trade?
Yeah, oh, actually, I prefer US 30, NASDAQ, and USD JPY. Yeah.
Yeah, they are actually one of the most traded instruments in MyForexFunds.
Yeah, actually, and these are the pairs that I mostly trade, more especially when it comes to all of the, I can't miss a day without trading US 30.
Yeah, I see. So do you use the same strategy for all of your accounts, or do you apply the different strategies?
Actually, of course, the kind of strategy that I built, it includes a lot of things actually, of which I consider much of this before taking a trade. Yeah, most especially, most of the time, I really do trade price action. Yeah, and of course, I also consider breakouts actually. When it comes, I consider breaks out and before taking a trade. And of course, on my dashboard, always I have and trend line. I'd also do consider them, trend line and resistance and support. I put them together and I consider the breakouts.
Yeah, I see.
So most of the time before me entering a trade, I will first look at it as it really made a breakout before entering. But of course, sometimes I don't go into a falling spear. Like as in, of course, you might see actually that market is really going down before it triggers my strategy, or because it triggers what I want, I cannot really go in for a buy. I'll always first wait, be patient, see that at least it has really triggered what I really want, and before entering. Yeah.
So Mayen, can you just explain a bit about your strategy to us?
Oh, okay. Thank you for the opportunity. Actually, my strategy, actually, it's simple, though I consider a lot of things most of the time. Yeah, like as in like on my screen here, of course, when I'm analyzing my charts, I start from the higher time frame most of the time. Like how you're seeing here, as I'm going to the down to the smaller time frames, of which actually before I said that I trade price action, of which actually in case you are to see, like of course it was selling from here as it's a downtrend coming, and of course we had a pullback here, but of course it reacted here, of which it didn't reach here and it came down. But of course the biggest reaction that we got, it's here, of which it came here, but of course sellers came in because the bulls were actually few here, sellers came in and they were really pulling it down. So for me, actually, most of the time, I don't really enter here. I enter after a breakout, like at least here. And it comes my way. But of course, most of the time, I don't really, in case like I'm buying, I don't actually always go in. I don't catch up with the falling knife, like as in here. Here, for me to buy here, of course, it would have reacted, of course, of which we saw a rejection here down. Buyers were really coming in big number, of which it came coming down, and it went up, and it came down, and it went up. So for me, if I was to buy here, I would buy on the next candlestick, of which this one, this could be my buy here, and I wait for it to trigger and goes my way. So that's how I trade most of the time.
Thank you very much for sharing it with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And so I'll ask the question that everyone wonders, including me. What is the biggest or the total payout you got from us so far?
Oh, actually, I've really got 5 figures payout from you guys so far. That has been 58,400.
That is perfect. That is amazing. So yeah, I hope it's just the beginning.
Yeah, sure, actually.
Okay, so you know that making huge profits is amazing, but I also believe that being consistent is also significant to be successful. What do you think should be done to be a successful trader?
Oh, actually, to be a successful trader, of course, you need a lot of effort and consistency in this field, because the market is really changing. Like as in the market of 2020, it's not the market of now as we are speaking. Of course, of which Forex has really got changes. Like what I was really trading in the June of 2020, it's not what I'm really trading now, of which it really needs changes. More especially, and of course, psychologically, you have to always be ready for the market, because there is always going in when you really need money. But of course, fine, at the end of the day, in case you're not really smart enough, you can't really get that money out of the market.
Definitely.
Because it will play with your psychology until you blow your account.
I definitely agree with you. Thank you. So as a final question, what would you suggest to the new traders?
Oh, actually, to the new traders, I would really suggest to them to, first of all, let them not consider money as the first thing. Because actually, when I lost a lot of accounts and a lot of money, what came into my mind when I came into the Forex market, I knew that, of course, this was a rich quick thing. I thought that I could really come in the Forex. And of course, in a year, I would be a billionaire. But of course, this was really a big mistake. But after realizing that I'm losing my accounts, I had to actually seek for a mentor and buy courses and invest into my Forex education before coming back to the charts.
Yeah.
That would really be my advice to the young traders that are coming into the industry, actually.
Yeah, thank you. And some losses can contribute us instead, right? Maybe instead of giving up, some losses can contribute us to change our strategy or improve ourselves in that way.
Actually, of course, another thing that I've really learned in the Forex market, it's that losses always teaches us, but of course, of which profits don't really do. Because once you get a loss, you will really go back to the charts and maybe back test and see how did it really come. But of course, once you make a profit, you will just close your day, and of course, it's really a nice day, and you wait for tomorrow.
Yeah,
But of
yeah,
course, once you have a loss, you will always make a research. Why did it really come, and how did it come? Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Yeah, I definitely agree with you because, as you said, when it comes to profit, everything actually goes perfect. But when it comes to losses, you may learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Actually, of course, of which this is how I've really been learning, because once I make a loss, I would always go back to the charts, see how did it really come. Is it not actually, have I really been patient enough? Or it's really, because there are some losses that sometimes comes of which we are not actually supposed to be affected by those losses. But of course, because of you are not patient enough, or you can't wait for the market, because market will always be there, and it's always been there, and it has always been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of being patient and just wait for it.
Yeah, definitely. And maybe we can also say that never give up, just try to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, sure, actually.
Yeah. So thank you very much for this nice interview. I'm really happy to have a chance to talk to you today. I always love to hear these success stories, as I believe they are inspiring for many others. I hope it's just the beginning for you, and thank you again.
Well, thank you so much. I actually appreciate to be your host this day.
Thank you very much.
And actually, yeah, thank you so much, MyForexFund, for everything.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good night.
Okay.
Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you'll like it. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for this type of content and more. Also visit our website at MyForexFunds.com. If you are one of our funded traders and would like to do an interview with us, please get in touch with our support team so that we can organize your interview too. Thank you again and see you in the next videos. Happy trading!